Hello. I've decided that I'm going to film a video today. Are you holding your dummy? Are you holding your dummy? Oh, we dropped it. Who's that? Is that you? I have been on YouTube for quite some time, and I was filming loads of videos while I was pregnant with Oscar, and what happened was, that he came early, basically, and everything just kind of took a pause, took a back burner. Amongst everything else, the whole pandemic was going on as well. So everything's kind of just been a bit weird this year. So I was meaning to get back into filming for ages, but I just haven't had the opportunity. And now that Aaron has gone back to work full time, I thought, right, I feel like now is the time to pick this up again. Bring you up to speed though. So let's set you up. Woohoo! Right. So, there's a lot to talk about. Last video I filmed was, goodness, I think it was something like 22 to 26 weeks update or something like that. And I had filmed the next update, which is up to 32 weeks. Now, at 32 weeks, I went into hospital because I had some reduced movements, and beyond other things, they decided that it was best for him to come out, basically. I didn't go into labour or anything. I ended up having to have a C-section, emergency C-section. You okay? There's always that fear that he's throwing up. So I ended up having to have an emergency C-section. Which is not what I wanted, but he got here safely, which is the most important part. Because he was so early, obviously, he was born at 32 weeks, was in NICU for 26 days. He was in high dependency for 2 of those weeks, and then the lower dependency for the other 2 weeks, and then we came home. So that was really hard, and it was something that I didn't really want to film or and things like that, because it just wasn't the time. It was a really hard time for me and my partner. I put loads of things on Instagram. I kept everyone updated. So if you want to know more about our time in NICU, because I know a lot of people that have babies in NICU or are going to have babies in NICU and would like to know what the experience is like and everything like that, I've got a little tab on my Instagram tagged our story, which has the whole thing of when we were in NICU, but just a little rundown. It was really hard, and we couldn't, although we could if we wanted to stay overnight, but we'd be sat in chairs. Obviously we weren't there at night, and we had to get some rest for our mentality and everything, so it was hard. It really was. I didn't get a lot of things that I wanted to get with him. I didn't get skin to skin. I couldn't breastfeed him in the end because amongst loads of other things, I was pumping. He had my breast milk for 2 months, and then I dried out, so he had to go to formula, which we didn't want again, but fed is best. He is now 5 months. He's 22 weeks today. When you're watching this, I filmed this on Monday the 8th, so so he is all good. He's doing so well. We are ready to start weaning in about 3 weeks, which is really exciting. Everything is going really well. Obviously, pandemic. Wow. So everyone knows that that's a really hard time at the moment, the whole pandemic. So we haven't really been out to taking places, getting to meet people, getting to meet other babies, or anything like that, which has been really such a shame. And there's a lot of family he hasn't met either. He came home on the 1st of February, so we saw some family, but a lot of family don't live close by to me, so you know, there were plans to come up, but then this whole pandemic happened, so the timing was just really, you know, what it was. Obviously we're grateful for the time that he did get to spend with some of his family, because a lot of people didn't or haven't at all, but it's just such a shame, because I wanted to go to like mum groups, and we wanted to start him swimming, and like loads of things that we wanted to do with him, and we haven't been able to do, which is such a shame. But there's such a good support system on Instagram, like I've know so many mums on there that I have made friends with, and just a great support system, so that has really helped. Obviously having my partner with me going through it as well has really helped. He's only just gone back full time. He is a key worker, but for a bank, so he's not on the front line, but he is still a key worker, and he's been on reduced hours for ages, and they were off for ages, so we're really grateful that we've had up to 5 months of pretty much a solid good time with mum and dad, and you know, that's just really, he's loved that. He's loved having both of us around, and it's been really good for him. So but obviously now it's just me all day, Monday to Friday, which is going to be a challenge, and I am grateful that we've got to 5 months before it's happened, so you know, it's a silver lining and all that. But the fact that he turned 5 months the other day means I've only got 4 months left of my maternity, which I'm just like wanting to cry, because there's just so much we wanted to do, so much we haven't done, and you know, like maternity is almost up, and now I'm like, oh my god, I'm probably gonna have another 5 months, because I've got quite a bunch of holiday to take. So yeah, I'll probably have another 5 months, but even that, I'm like, wow, please can this thing slowly start to go away, because I would like to, you know, get him to see all his family and get him out doing things, and you know, it's such a shame. It's such a shame. I will leave a link to like my Instagram and everything down below, because I update on a daily there. Really good community on there if you're gonna become a mum, or you are a mum. Definitely like give a follow, and like I've got so many good people on there, which we can all connect with. It's amazing. A vlog today. I don't know whether I'm just going to do a little update today and leave it at that, and then maybe start vlogging as the days go on. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Just wanted to like bring everyone up to date, because a lot has happened, and we all know a lot has happened. I think we all need to come together at a time like this. There's so much going on in the world, and I don't want to put down on everything, but obviously it's just not good enough, our world anymore, and things need to be done. And yes, so I'm just going to leave a few petitions for everyone to go sign, if you could. Yeah. Oh my god, like worst lighting ever. I'm just editing, and I've realised that I didn't really specify what petitions I was on about. Basically, I'm just leaving some petitions in relation to the Black Lives Matter movement and the protests and everything that's going on at the moment. So that's what I'm on about. This is Oscar, by the way. I don't think I said his name. His full name is Oscar Ronnie John. And he is just a bundle of joy. Lovely. Aren't you? What are we doing today? If anyone has any suggestions of what to do in a day because of a pandemic with a 5-month-old, please just let me know down below. What's wrong? Ow. Welcome. Thank you for that. Really enjoyed that. Weaning, yes. So we definitely think he's ready mentally. But because he was a preemie, we've got to wait until he's 17 weeks corrected. which means basically when he would have been here, if that makes sense. So he's 22 weeks, got to wait till he's 25. Whoa! Got to wait till he's 25 weeks. I know most people wean their babies at 6 months anyway, so that's like spot on for us. But some people wean their kids early, and that's fine as well. But obviously we can't wean him any earlier than like 6 months because he was a preemie. Because we've got to make sure his stomach's all like ready to go. I've already started doing some purees and everything like that, and put them in the freezer so that the first week's a little bit more hassle free, because I know that it can be quite full on. So yes, and is that mummy's fingers? Yeah, oh, we got a bit of milk. That's all right. Oh, a little bit of dribble. I'm gonna write that on your top, not mine. If you wanted to like leave any comments on like any videos you wanted me to do, because I think I'm going to do like a mixture of sit down videos, but also maybe like vlogs of like everyday life. Oh dear. Because I think, you know, it's quite interesting to see people's everyday lives as well. So I want to do that as well as maybe some sit down ones, but I'm not really sure what sit down ones you would like to see. I could do a video on my birth story if you would like, but I've already done a video over on my Instagram. I did it on IGTV, so I don't know if it's worth doing that or not. However, you can just go and watch that if you want to watch that, and that's got my birth story on it. But yeah, any ideas, leave them in the comments down below. Please give it a thumbs up because that really helps my channel, and subscribe. And I'll leave everything down below, as I said. And I'll see you in the next one. See you in the next one. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.